I like your contemporary styles these days, Charlie. The way you are blending the stuff, I'm like, now that we have to come for some fashion, tips. So, Charlie.
And you're looking good as well.
We tried.
You're looking good, and he's not the only one looking good on Saturday. He's been joined today by Abraham Adam, who happens to be the founder of Nations Builder.
Yes.
Abraham, good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
You're looking fine.
I'm just trying to copy you.
Oh, me with your suit.
He's a very fresh. The ice it hasn't melted yet. So after probably we will see what we can do.
You see, you see,
mine has melted and it's too hot.
Too hot.
I tell you.
All right, so Abraham, once again, welcome.
Thank you.
Let me start off with you. Let me just baptize you. What's networking?
Networking is the way of associating or developing very important business or social contact with people to enhance your career opportunities or your social relationships. And so that's what we're looking at today.
So enhancing it.
Exactly.
How do you enhance it, Oscar?
Enhancing it is, for example, I always tell young people is that how do you even keep the relationship? It's very important. Some people goes into a relationship with their own motive. And if that motive does not work, what do?
They give up.
They give up on the relationship. But the question is that it is a win-win situation. If I want to build a professional relationship with Gloria, it's what can I do for Gloria and what Gloria can do for me. That is what keeps the relationship. But if it becomes one-sided, then it's meant to fail. So we have to go into this networking to really think about how we can make it a lasting relationship. And how do we do that? And that's the question probably we'll be answering once we go along.
Yes, we're going to go into that now. Abraham, where do you network?
Okay, so network has become more even easier these days with the emergence of social media and all this. But the most important thing is the right network.
Yeah, how do you identify the right network?
That's what we want to look at today.
Okay.
There's a lot of network. We believe that you network everywhere, I would say. I meet you while I'm parking my car. Hello, how are you? And then we start a conversation, and that can become a lasting conversation.
That's right.
People now meet on social media. I realize Oscar has a mutual friend. I have a mutual friend. I click, he likes me, and then we start becoming friends. But the issue is, what are the boundaries and what are the limitations that we have to look at?
And so talking about boundaries now, what are some of the wrong things that young people do today when it comes to networking? Because sometimes sometimes, well, I just asked you a question. I had it.
You want to answer it? Help me out.
It's interesting because, sometimes, must have what you answer.
But it's very interesting. Where is the boundaries? Where would we set the limits? Look, people come to my inbox on Messenger, young people looking for jobs, and their salutation is, "Hey, Oscar."
That was a reason. You're going to look for employment. You don't say, "Hey."
I don't respond. You will not get me there.
If I send you a message and say, "Hey," we have a relationship. We're friends.
So let's look at another person that comes from my inbox. "Hello, Oscar. I've been following you for all this while, and it really impacted my life.
That's right.
I love what you do, and you don't know what you are doing to me. I'm really learning a lot from you." Then he builds I will respond.
That's right.
We started chatting.
Of course.
The next 2 days, 3 days, "Oscar, please, I'm looking for a job. If there is any way or opportunity, please let me know. I will respond."
That's true.
This is different from the person who say, "Hey, Oscar." And one of the things that people think everybody should know, like young people, they start writing to you in what? Shorthand. I don't even understand what you are communicating. I don't get it. I'm not a shorthand man. So if you write something, you don't expect me to understand what you are saying. These are petty things that if you want to connect to people that really wants to take you to the next level of your life, you need to know the boundaries of how you communicate.
And sometimes even the time. Now sometimes I pick up my phone late in the night in fact, wee hours of the morning, say 2 a.m. And I see a message like, "Hi, Gloria." I'm like, really?
Really?
What is that? Who does that? So time,
It's very important.
And so let's come to you. Since we've spoken about the not to do's, let's get into what's to do's.
One of the most important things you want to do if you want to develop a lasting, proper networking is you must not talk too much. this is something. One thing that you have to try to do is to try to let the person you're trying to network to identify that you have keen interest in them.
So you listen.
Exactly. For instance, my friend here, Oscar, just said it. If you come on and say, I've been following you, I've been reading more about you, you've been impacting in me, everybody likes some accolades. Everybody likes to be pumped a little bit. So he knows at least somebody out there is interested, listening, following. Once you become my follower, I have a duty and obligation to also make sure I make an impact. You. This is some of the things we want to do. I read your book. I listen to your show. So you have to let people know. It's not about just meeting. I got somebody who sent me a message in my inbox and said, I'm looking for a job. I want to come to UK. Is there any way you can help me to get there? That was the first time he sent me a message.
You don't do that.
No, it's not going to work.
I don't even know you. So one of the things is, build trust.
Excellent idea.
Build trust. You need to start building trust. You just meet somebody. We live in a global world, a world of millions of people, billions of people, and you just want me to meet you one day and start telling you everything about me. No, give me the reason to believe in you, to tell you something. I might have a lot of solutions for your problem, but I can't tell you one day.
That's true.
It has to be a gradual process. So when you meet people, take it one day at a time.
Excellent.
And be very careful of the steps you take each day. Like you said, you don't send me a message 3 a.m. because you think I was nice to you yesterday. That breaks that destroys the relationship.
But Gloria, there's one thing I want to add to what he's saying, is that my strategy is to be the first to help. I've my book that I gave you a copy. I've given about I've given about 150 out for free. Right?
That's serious.
If I give somebody that I want him to mentor me, or I want to build a relationship, it becomes easier. Now, when I call, there was this MP that I met, I gave him my book. When I called, he was like, Oscar, how are you doing? Why? Because I've already touched the heart. When another person probably who did not network well, you say, where did I meet you?
Of course.
Exactly.
So you have to know there is, you see, so touch the person's heart first by you offering a service or letting the person know that you are in to also be part of that relationship.
Excellent.
And these are some of the things, but you see, young people always, almost many of
Want
them
to take,
especially some even wants to get money out of the relationship. No, money, you see, relationship is more powerful than money. Because one network can really change your whole life. So
just a simple call placed to a certain office. Say, hey, Gloria's coming. Do that for her.
Do you know what? I was speaking somewhere and I was telling them that there are certain calls that Akufo-Addo will get whilst having a meeting with Donald Trump. And you say, Donald, please give me 1 second. Go and take the call and come back to the meeting. But there are certain calls when he takes it, he puts it down. My question is that who is calling on your behalf?
That's right.
Great question.
Where the call is coming from is very critical for your next level.
That's true.
There are somebody, when they make a call on your behalf, you go and you take it.
That's true.
But some, you go and they ask you too many questions and you don't get it. So networking in our generation is critical to your success. You can have all the PhDs, all the masters, but if you don't network very well, you'll still be where you are.
Excellent. You've summed it up. So you want to put your number out?
Yes. If you want us to come and speak to your organization, your church, you want to come and inspire your group or association, just call us on 0555-803-924, and I repeat, 0555-803-924.
Excellent. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Abraham, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And Oscar, good to meet you.